This is the Toby LaGrange Show. With who else? Toby LaGrange. And it starts right now.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 48 of the Toby LaGrange Show, bowling's Olympic-sized snub. The 2024 Summer Olympic Games just completed over in the area surrounding Paris, France. A total of 329 events were held over the 19-day period of the Olympic Games, representing 32 sports and 48 disciplines. If you were to look over the resumes of the 10,000 plus athletes that made up the Olympic Games roster this year, you would notice one worldwide sport is noticeably missing, and that sport is bowling. Sure, bowling is not the only sport played worldwide that was snubbed, and depending on who you ask, not even the most popular sport that the brass at the International Olympic Committee turned their political noses at. Baseball, for example, was not among those 32 sports, and neither was softball, both sports that certainly deserve Olympic participation. The excuses from the IOC read like a college freshman's laundry list, and often smell like it too. We have no room for those 32 sports, some would answer. I would say that things like breakdancing, artistic swimming, 3-on-3 basketball, and equestrian have no business in the Olympic Games, especially at the expense of other, more popular sports. Heck, 3 of the 4 are not even really sports in my opinion. Others would suggest that bowling does not offer a level or fair playing field for the athletes. They further say that lane conditions, the bowling balls themselves, and pins and other equipment give unfair advantages that have no part in the Olympic Games. As my late Nana would say, hogwash. The international bowling scene is a very competitive one, and not one that is American exclusive. Just look at the PBA roster. Countries like Australia, England, Sweden, Mexico, Canada, and Finland are all well represented, and there are many more. Plus, other sports have variables that you can't really control, like BMX riding. PBA Tour Commissioner Tom Clark said it best in a social media posting just over a week ago. I really enjoyed watching the 2024 Paris Olympics because I love sports, Clark would say. Of course, bowling is my favorite sport. So like most of you, it bothers me that bowling isn't in the Olympics. And because bowling clearly should be in the Olympics, we feel some jealousy towards sports that are in. But anyone feeling that way today should know that approximately 90% of the 328 medal events across 45 sports in Paris are as envious of the PBA TV schedule in the USA. Those Olympic sports, such as archery, gymnastics, swimming, all of the track and field disciplines, badminton, canoeing, diving, equestrian, fencing, field hockey, handball, judo, rowing, sailing, shooting, table tennis, climbing, weightlifting, water polo, and so many more, would love to be on Fox Sports and CBS Sports Network for 70 original hours of programming each year. Any of those Olympic sports and their athletes would be ecstatic over a regular touring schedule of nationally televised events, like we have in the PBA. When those other sports watch 5 PBA major championships play out live on the Fox broadcast channel with $100,000 first place prizes in each, they are jealous of PBA bowling. As bowling fans, the best thing we can do is take advantage of and rally around our opportunities on TV. Next month, we are on Fox Sports 1 on 3 consecutive days, September 15th through 17th, for live coverage of the PBA Elite League Elias Cup playoffs. The best bowlers in the world on teams that earn their spots in the playoffs after a year of competition around the country before enthusiastic crowds at Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine. Let your friends know, and the strikes and cheers will be heard around the world. I admittedly have not agreed with everything that Commissioner Clark has done with the PBA since taking over the reins, but this message is spot on. Even if the Olympic stats, are a little off. Like baseball and softball, bowling should be an Olympic sport, and there is no logical, honest, or accurate excuse that would prevent bowling or their pair of stick and ball counterparts from taking center stage on the biggest stage of all, the Summer Olympic Games. Someday, this will hopefully change, and bowling will be listed not far from baseball on the list of sports, and softball too. That will do it for this episode of the Toby LaGrange Show. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be coming out soon.
This has been a LaGrange Media Production.